Good evening. Today is the 27th of August 2024. The time now is 7:52 in the evening. And I'm going to talk about something. And I'm going to talk about getting our own seeds. Um, I haven't started planting mine yet. With some herbs, but that's about it. Um, I am seeing on YouTube a lot of people have already started growing their gardens and growing their own food. We have been buying trees, which they haven't started giving us food yet. I don't even know if they'll give us food on this land, but I have been buying seeds and heirloom seeds. Um, and it's important that we go ahead and begin to buy seed while we can buy heirloom seeds because, like I said before, Bill Gates is a very dangerous, demonic, sick man, and he's behind a whole lot of stuff, and he's behind the mosquitoes. They're trying to make it where you can't go outside past 6 o'clock. They already released millions of mosquitoes that's causing malaria. Um, but after October, I think they said you won't be able to go outside after 5 o'clock. And like I've been saying, these people trying to get total control. I mean, 100% control over us. And see, a lot of people don't want to get involved because it's not happening to them. But it's not just going to stop with the few that is happening to. People's already dying from this thing that the mosquitoes are causing. This lady said Massachusetts, different cities in Massachusetts, they have dropped the mosquitoes. But it's not going to just stop there. That's how they do. They start with just a little and then it spreads. And we need to grow our own food if you want your sons to be sons and not daughters. Years ago, I saw it on the internet where this scientist, they had hired this scientist to do research on foods, and he found out there was something within the food. I can't remember what it was because it's been some years ago. But what he found out within the food was causing people to be homosexual. Something within the food is causing it, and everything that is going on now, these people is really trying to make us sick, make us gay, or kill us. They trying to do everything against. That's how much the people hate God. This how much they serve Satan, and they think Satan is the good one. So they do any and every. There's a lot of sacrifices going on now. Cause I don't want to just stay on Sandra Massey, but I knew something just wasn't adding up, and I do believe her family is involved in what happened. That's why they didn't go home with her that night, because they knew something was going to happen. I do believe, and according to the colors, that's right. Because I seen one of the video when they were outside walking around, and there was one person had on black, one person had on red, and they came and walked close to each other where you can see the black and red. This is how they talk to one another, and they stand for sacrifice. And they always, every time they have like a news briefing or something, they always have on purple. There's the Phoenicians color. A lot of things I'm seeing on television, they having on those Phoenician colors. Like I was looking at 90 Day Fiance, and they was having like what they do at the end of the season. They had on purple. Some had on purple. Some had on, it wasn't really red, but like a burgundy and black, which is still the red color, the red family. Some had on Tiffany blue. And so there was two that had on and the black and burgundy. And there was the black guy from Africa. And the dude, I don't know if what race he's in, but he's married to the woman from the little crazy actor woman that's always crying from somewhere. I don't know if she's Spanish or what, but he had on black and burgundy, and those are the colors of sacrifice. So I don't know if they're trying to say that something's going to happen to those two men or what. I don't know. But I just want to talk about we got to be very careful, very, very careful, because they're trying to really take us out. Every single night, I'm under attack. Every single night. All day today, everywhere I sit, I'm feeling this heat coming up under my behind. Just sitting in this chair right here, it just heats up. If I'm sitting in my room, the same thing. No matter where I am, my stomach steady getting bigger and bigger and bigger. My face getting round and round and round. Because these people, I really feel like they're trying to kill me in my sleep. Because sometimes it's like if you cut a faucet of water on and cut it wide open, as far as it'll go, that's how this stuff be rushing in my body. And I could hear the same sound that the food truck was making. I'm still hearing that sound, but it's not the food truck. It sounds more like a motor or something. But it's that same wah sound, like how they make wah drums. That's what I'm hearing. It's not the fan. It's not nothing in my bedroom, because I will hear it all the time. I only hear it when I wake up, because they attacking me. While they attacking me, they have this sound in my bedroom. They have the ability to put me to sleep. So they're trying to kill me while I'm in my sleep. And I'm trying to let it be known, I'm not just dying in my sleep. I was murdered. All these cars around here, they have those, it look like it's milky white at nighttime. That's direct energy. Direct energy. Those lights, there's something within those lights that's still on. And I'm gonna let it be known, because you're not gonna just kill me and you people give a false diagnosis. You're not just gonna kill me. But anyway, we have to be careful about everything. Everything that's going on. And see, the people that's doing things against us, it's being done against them too. They think they're getting away with doing the wrong and the evil stuff. You got city workers that's doing stuff. You got all type of people that's doing stuff against you. But see, it's being done to them too. Those mosquitoes don't have no name on it. This radiation that's coming up from under the ground, it don't have nobody's name on it. Even though the one that's going directly in my body is coming against my body, because doctors are giving our blood. When they taking our blood, they giving it to the government. When you go to the dentist and they send you out of there without gauze in your mouth, that's because they're keeping your blood. There's so much going on. There's so much going on. But we have to start growing our own food. Because if you don't, there's no telling what might happen to you. Because they putting stuff in the food. They putting stuff in the food that can alter your behavior, alter your appearance. You know, there's no telling what you might turn to. And anybody that personally know me, you can look at me and tell there's something going on. I've never been this big before. My face never been this big before in all my life. Even when I was pregnant, my face wasn't like this. It's being done to me. And they so convincing they can convince your family to turn against you.
You want that pack of chips in there?
They can turn your family against you. That's what I think they have done with Sonya Massey. I know this dude that lived in Fayetteville. His daddy, he said his own daddy was against him, and he dead now. And he was only 30-something years old. Because people within the house that he lived in was attacking him. Because people, they don't think much of you. They think more of getting worldly things. If they offer them money, they'll take that money and come against you. Your own family would do that. And we living in a really evil time now. And the Bible talks about this time. The Bible talks about how daughters help be divided against their mama, fathers against their sons. This is the time we're living in now, where families will turn against each other because these people offering them money. But see, everybody not like me. They can't offer me money to turn against anybody. They can't even offer me money to turn against my neighbor. So you know you can't offer me money to turn against my family or anybody, because money don't mean that much to me that I'm a hurt somebody else in order to get money. I'm not a paid assassin. I'm not a terrorist. Even though that's what they're saying. They're calling me a terrorist, but I'm not a terrorist. The people who are attacking me are the terrorists. This neighborhood is the terrorists. Our sheriff department, our city cops and military are the terrorists. But they putting people names on a terrorist watch list. It was nothing but lies. Nothing but lies. It's just some evil person everybody don't know how to go about filling out this form. So it's somebody who know how to go about filling out these forms and put your name on a terrorist watch list. And then they just go around telling lies, pretending that they did research on you. They may did a little bit because they be all up on top of your house and inside your roof and out. They cut a hole, a door up in the roof. But a lot of times they have this stuff done before you even get in the house. They watches to see where you're going. If you have any type of procedure done, they implanting you. So we just have to be very, very careful. We got to try to grow our own food. But I do believe they're gonna try to make it against the law for you to grow your own food. They're gonna try to make us. I heard that they're gonna start making it violent. They got to make you. They're gonna try to make you take that B thing. They already doing it in some places, forcing people to take it. But we just living in a evil time where people that's leadership. I will never vote for anybody else as long as I live. I will never vote again because we voting for devils, pure devils. The only way I vote again is that this person represents Jesus the Christ. And God tell me this is mine, this one belong to me. Because this other crowd, these people are witches and warlocks. People talk cash junk about Trump. I can't talk good about him, but I don't think he is bad as the other people. I really don't. But I don't trust him either. I really don't trust him either. But that woman, none of them. I wouldn't even waste my time even trying to go vote for them people because they demonic, pure demonic. They are devils, and you can try to talk up for them all you want to, just because they look like they black. I wouldn't vote for nobody just because they black. That's the most dumbest thing on earth. Uh, because that's what they put before us, the food people. I'm not doing it because they don't represent me. But we have to be extremely careful. Can't just trust people. You can't just, because I'm telling you, so many people, things that look like people are not us. We're going to find out. They're going to start showing their real self. God is going to reveal them. He's already doing some revealing now. And he's going to reveal more. There's so much stuff going on that, sometimes I don't even want to tell what the stuff that I know because people don't want to believe you. And I feel like it's just a waste of time trying to convince people what's really going on. People prefer to think you crazy instead of really realizing that you telling the truth. There's so many false prophets out here. It's saying so many false pastors. That's the mega pastors. A lot of these mega pastors is just as evil and corrupt as they can be. There's just so much going on. But I really was coming making this video about the food. We really have to at least try to grow our own food. And you don't have to have a big yard. I'm watching people on YouTube. Some people just have just a small backyard, and they grow their food like in grow bags and um, uh, containers, and you can make a lot of food like that when you put it in the containers and just have rows of containers here, rows of containers there. Well, I began to buy trees, but the trees, I don't know how long it's going to be before the trees start giving me food. I hope that it won't be a long time. But I don't think it's going to, as long as we're on this land right here, I don't think it's going to give us any food. And plus that sun that they got shining on this house, everywhere we move, they have a fake sun shining directly on this house. And it's not the real sun. It's releasing something. It's something cloudy looking. For the last two houses we lived in, they have done that to us. I don't know about this is the third house that we lived in since we've been in this county. So I don't know about the first house because I didn't have security cameras. But I had to get security cameras because of the attacks, and this guy was cutting symbols in the cement. Everywhere there was cement, he cut symbols in it. And so when I moved to the second house, he followed. And so I got some security cameras and put them up. And that's when I started seeing all this crazy stuff that was going on. I do know that they flying saucers up in the sky, because I seen them down here. That's how I knew they flying saucers. They come down, and you can't hear them. They come down in a bright light, but they don't have no sound to them. And they can be all over on top of your house. And the only way you know it, might see the shadow of them moving. Like I seen them twice here. The shadow of it moving, going that direction. And at the second house we lived in, they was shining a blue light on my sister. It's the illuminated blue light, like this color blue that be in a VCR, and it's illuminated. Her whole room was lit up in blue. And I was going to my bedroom, and I just happened to see on the side of my eyes the blue, and I turned like that, and it just lifted up. They did it 3 times. What they were doing to her, I don't know. I don't even know. But we have to be careful being outside in the mosquitoes and make sure those mosquitoes can't get in your house. Um, it's just so much, so much. You have to be careful with your neighbors because these people, they don't care. I mean, they got so many people that's involved in witchcraft too. It's just pure sad that people. I mean, they don't have no conscience about the evil that they doing. I mean, really, they don't have no conscience, and even your own family will turn against you. Your own family, until you don't even know, what they might do to you. You don't know. But I thank God that I'm not, greedy, desperate for stuff. What I got, what my little check gets me. I'm not gonna hurt my daughter, my sister, or nobody. I won't even hurt the dogs to get, you know. And also animals can catch that sickness too. They saying in horses they found that V thing in horses. So if it can cause horses to get sick, it can cause your dogs also to get sick, your cats, other animals, your chickens. So if you get in your chickens and your chicken laying eggs, then it might get in the eggs. That cause a lot of people raising the chickens just so they can get eggs. They don't kill the chicken; they just raising them and getting the eggs from the chicken. Some people raising rabbits. So you just have to be extremely careful about everything these days. Because now we're living in the most evil times, and they got Bill Gates out front. He the flunky, but these people probably more demonic than Bill Gates. The one that we don't know how they look. We never see them, but he's such a flunky, you know. I'm not going to talk long. I just wanted to say this, that we really have to be careful. We got to be prayed up. Really got to be prayed up, and so we'll know what God is telling us, what to avoid. You know, um, there's plenty of herbs. That's why I want to grow have a herb garden, because a lot of the herbs are medical. We can use them for antibiotics. We can use them for high blood pressure. There's certain things like hibiscus. You can use hibiscus for your blood pressure. Um, there's another herb that you can use. There's a herb that you can use to like burdock root that purify the blood. Cleanses the blood. Uh, like dandelion. That's like a laxative. And it may have other properties to it. There's all type of herbs. So we need to grow as many herbs as we can. You can even take the tree leaves and make a tea out of them, and they have benefits also, like uh uh pineapple gravel. They from what I read, I think they help with cancer. Um, um, Soursop, they heal cancer. avocado seed. They help heal cancer. So there's all type of things that we can do and help in our yard. We don't have to be trusting the doctors that's a part of the secret societies, that's a part of getting rid of us, depopulation. But we just have to be careful even with growing our own food, because they're releasing stuff that can get in our food. And so we have to learn how to wash it. Well, it'll like baking soda. I think when you wash your food in baking soda before you cook it, it'll get this some of this stuff out of your food. Vinegar, probably vinegar. We just have to be extremely careful now. Extremely careful, because we dealing with entities that we don't know what they are, where they come from. Shapeshifters. So clones. So you don't. Some of them act different. Some of them are like real busy. They just stay busy. You'll see them always building something, always doing something, but they're doing something so they can attack you. That's what they're doing. So we have to be extremely careful, extremely careful. Because there's some type of breeze that's coming. It's hot. Whatever it is, it's hot. And it's doing stuff to my skin, but it's attacking me from the inside. But it's coming up through the floor. Whatever it is, it's bringing dirt up with it. And something else, it's a weird looking something. You can't see it until you start sweeping it. When you sweep, you'll see it pile up. But don't look like dirt. I don't know what this stuff is. So much dirt and some of it's something else. But every time I sweep, I'm sweeping it up. This breeze come up through your chair, come straight through the floor, straight through the chair, and enter in your body. And it's hot. Whatever it is, it's hot. And it's breaking down my back. It's really causing my back to hurt. So I'm just trying to give a warning of so we can try to take better care of ourselves. Try to take better care of those our loved ones. And so I'm just hoping that everyone will start loading up on seeds. If you know anybody that have a garden, maybe you can buy some of their seeds if they let some of their food go to seed. Either when you buy stuff out of the grocery store, like watermelons, grapes, peppers, collect those seeds. And when you buy stuff organic, if there anything such thing as organic anymore, but collect your seeds and let them dry out. I had some little the little small bell peppers. What I did, I had jalapeno peppers. There's another, I can't say it unless it's still with an S. It's another hot pepper and bell peppers, and I cut them up, and I took a sealer and sealed them in a sealer and put them in the refrigerator. But I kept the seeds. I let them dry out, and I got them in a container. I said I was going to buy me some envelopes so that I can start putting my seeds in envelopes and label them when I buy peppers and things that have seeds in them. I have all type of, I brought a case that I got my seeds in. I got a lot of seeds. And I just pray that they'll be good until I get ready to. When I move, I don't want to live. That's why I don't want to really move in no apartment, because what I'm going through. But then it's hard to live in a house too, because what these people follow everywhere I go, and my sister, everywhere we move to, they'll corrupt the land. They're putting the electrical up under the ground, where they can send this stuff up and come up through our house and get in our bodies and attack us. They're attacking us through frequencies and energies. So I'm gonna continue. I don't know if it's gonna affect this. Is how much it's gonna affect my trees, because I have quite a few trees out there, and I don't know how this stuff, if it's gonna stop it from growing. Even if I move, will I be able to have food on my trees? I don't know. It did. I did see some figs and some peaches, but then they just disappeared. You know. So the next time I move, I'm gonna make sure that when I get my cameras put up, that they put the cameras right on my trees. Um, but I'm gonna put up all my cameras, because this time I still got 3 cameras that haven't been put up, and make sure there's no blind spots, because people are so mean. They're just so evil and so wicked that you have, and it's said that you have to have cameras like that for to keep people from messing with you. I feel like I need some of those cameras that they have like out on the trail when they trying to look at the animals out in the woods, in the wilderness and stuff. I need those type of cameras, because they can cut your electricity off, and if you got a wireless one, they can cut all that stuff off. But see, the ones that you have out in the wilderness, out in the forest and stuff like that, they don't run by cable, not electricity. They run by battery. So you just have to keep your batteries charged. So I'm gonna invest in some of that, some of those things. So I'm trying to keep myself safe. And those cameras, they not cheap. That's why I got upset with Arlo, because the Arlo video wireless cameras, they're not cheap, and then they were giving out codes. Had to be Arlo to give out the codes, and when the people put a code in their phone, Arlo had to give out my information that goes to my cameras, because people was I would see them typing something into their phone, and my cameras would not record them. Because I would check to see, did they record that person, and it didn't. So that's why I didn't want no more wireless cameras. But I want the kind that be out, like I said, like in the forest and things like that. I'm gonna try to invest in some of those cameras. But those Wi-Fi cameras, I like them because I could put them anywhere, because they're not stationary. You can just put them anywhere. I had one on a table where I had to point it up to the sky, where I could see what's going up in the sky. That's why I know that sun. One of the reasons I know the sun was fake, because they were doing all kind of stuff. Military program. So we have to get serious about us and not depend on government, not depend on farmers. That we'll be the farmer. We farm our own selves. They tried to put me to sleep. They started yawning because they messed with my forehead. When they start attacking my pineal gland, they start releasing that melatonin hormone in my pineal gland, and I start getting sleepy. And you can see I probably sound funny too. But anyway, I said I wasn't gonna talk real long. So y'all, seeds are not that expensive. They probably have seeds at like Family Dollars, Lowe's, Walmart, different places. They have a lot of seed places online, but start planting you some trees. And if you don't, have your own place, you can even put a tree on a pet on a hot dog. I almost said it. Like if you live in an apartment, that little outside place, you can put trees out there, or you can get dwarf trees. All of them not big. Some is dwarf, and put them in a pot, and then bring them in the wintertime. Then some plants you don't have to bring them in the wintertime, but if you get like a banana, kiwi, stuff like that, it's tropical, you would have to bring them in. But like apples and pear trees and uh, cherry trees, you don't have to bring them in. Been really messing up my back, making my back hurt real bad. Um, like beans, I got all kind of beans. I was looking at this one lady. Her and her husband been growing uh snake beans, and like she called them python beans, python snake beans, and they get 6 feet long. And she said that she could eat off one bean for like 3 days. So I brought me some. I got all kind of beans, some that I had never heard of before. Anything that where I can have food and grow some food, and if you're the good cook, you can make them taste good. Oh, I did see a bucket, like a 5-gallon bucket that you can save. It's like a seed saver. And I think seeds come in it. Packets of seeds come with it. So I said I was going to get that too. But I got a lot of seeds. But see, I got family too. You know, I may have to share seed with my family. You never know what's going to happen in the future. Don't know. I got some of the watermelon. I hadn't eaten no watermelon in about 15 years. And my daughter brought me a watermelon, but I wanted the yellow watermelon because she had yellow and orange. I wanted to see how the yellow watermelon. So I brought me some yellow watermelon seeds, and I got red. But I think I was eating too much watermelon back then because my feet started swelling up. I was retaining too much water in my body. So I just quit eating watermelon altogether. But I did eat some. It was just one little round one, not a big watermelon. I ate most of it. And I kept watching to see where my feet swelling, but it didn't ever swell. Um, what else? I got a lot of stuff. I'm trying to think of some things that I might not have that I might want. Because I know I got cauliflower, collards, turnips, mustards, um, Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. About different types of beans. Um, I don't think I only have one thing of corn. So I may have to buy some corn seeds. Mm. I may have to start buying more food and store it. Because I was buying different types of dry beans. Um, I bought this great big thing of sugar, rice. Mm. I think that's it. Like flour, um, wheat beans or wheat something that you can filter it and make flour out of it. So I got that. They just think we have to do and just store it, put it in a put it in something that's you might could just have like a big gallon glass jar and just throw it in a dark place. But when I saw that case that had seed on it, I had to be fancy. I brought it because I thought you looked like a lunchbox. I brought different types of flowers because I love flowers. Different types of uh, sunflowers and just different things. There's some things I still want because I'm gonna get me one of those blue butterfly plants. Cause you can make lemonade with that, and it'll turn the lemonade lavender. So I want to get that. It's kind of fancy, something different. There's some other stuff that I have seen that I want. I want me a Jamaican cherry tree and um so it'll be in the Barbados. It might be Barbados cherry tree that I've seen. You can buy real small. They're not that expensive. Get a little one. Cause most of my trees out there were small when I brought them. They don't grew up, and I'm just hoping they grow big enough to get me some food. And I know it might be too late for them to do anything now, but hopefully maybe by next year, this coming year coming up, some of them will start doing something. Cause a lot of them, they didn't even bloom or nothing. They did nothing. They just out there. And I do believe that fake sun in this land got a lot to do with it. I said I won't gonna talk long, dinner. So I'm gonna get off of here. Y'all have a blessed day. Night, rather.